Hey guys, it's Love Pink Lucy. How's everybody doing today? I decided that I would do a tutorial type thing for you guys because I keep getting asked about the Brea Reese Glitter Inks. A lot of people know that I'm a huge fan of them. I'm a brand ambassador, but I loved them before that. So So a lot of people send me private messages a lot asking questions about how to use them. And I know that Hobby Lobby had them on clearance recently. But they're also available on the Brea Reese website. Scrapbook.com has them, and you can still purchase them through Hobby Lobby as well. Just because they were clearance out of Hobby Lobby doesn't mean that they're not going to continue keeping them. I think they're just replenishing stock. So anyways, let's get to it. There are 14 colors of the glitter inks, and I'm going to use some watercolor paper today. We'll just kind of go over the colors, as you could say. I already have them. I have like a little cheat sheet here I keep tucked with them so that if I'm working on something I can pull this out and it has all of them already on there, but I'm going to go over them with you. You use them just like a regular watercolor. You could use them, put the actual ink. The reason why the lid is the way that it is, see how the tip is like this? I already got ink on my hand. That is so that you can fill up your pens. Not just these pens, but I believe they also will go into like a fountain pen. So you can use them that way as well. I know that someone sent me a message. They said, oh my gosh, I bought the glitter inks and there's no glitter in them. It's because when they're setting, all the glitter, it's like that really fine micro glitter. It settles at the bottom. So always be sure to shake them up. And I usually will kind of like tap them on the palm of my hand just to loosen it up. And even while you're using them, when you set them down, it'll kind of settle again. So just shake them again. One thing that I love to use, let me grab a clean one out of here before I start, or a somewhat clean one. I like these little wells, these little palettes or whatever. They have these 6 of them for $1 at the Dollar Tree. And I like to grab a couple of these and keep handy. They're really good for the inks. I love using them with the inks because you could just squirt like a little tiny dot in there and it'll last a long time. So that's another thing to remember. They're really intense, vibrant, and concentrated. So a little dot will go a really long way. You can use them with just a plain brush, or I love to use my water brushes with them. Kind of gives them a little bit more fluidity whenever I'm using them. So let's go over the colors. Let's start. This one is the cadmium yellow. And today I'm just going to dot it on my page. Like I said, this is watercolor paper I'm using, just plain watercolor paper. I'm not sure of the weight of the paper this is, but I'm just going to do a little line. Okay. I don't know if you can see that, but that was just a little line. Can you see how pretty and shimmery that is? I'm not sure if you can or not. So that was a little line. I'm going to do, here's my watercolor brush, my water brush, and I'm just going to take this. And because there's water in this brush, it's going to just move that around. Look at that. Oh, it's so beautiful. There's really no way that this can be captured. The sparkle and the glitter and shimmer can be captured on film. Like, to see them in person is a whole other world. I can promise that. So then we're going to go with, this is just a regular orange. See how it's at the bottom. I like using these with other watercolors as well, like to add a little razzle dazzle to them. There's the orange. Oh, it's so pretty. I just wish that you could experience how beautiful that is. Look at that. Ah, it's so pretty. Look at that. Ah. Y'all, I get so excited over this type of stuff. I hope that that is translating. I'm looking through my phone to see. Let's go with the gold. I'm not necessarily going through the rainbow effect on here, but we'll see. Now, when you pour the gold out, you're going to be like, oh, that's so dark, but it's not really. Just kind of wipe my little brush off over here. Look at that gold. Now, that's one thing you have to do. Now, when you put a dot, that's one thing I will say. If you don't want it to leave a mark like that just did, go in and use your inkwell, like a little palette or something, because it will set into the grain of the paper. That's another tip that I've learned, especially with the darker colors. The lighter ones is not so much, but the darker ones. So that's the gold. Let's go with, is this the ocean green. This ocean green is so pretty. Remember? See how it's settled at the end. I was like, where's my water brush? I put it in my well, that thing. Oh, this green, the shimmer on this green is fabulous. And see how you can do them just like a watercolor, where you can take them and make them as light as you want. It doesn't have to be as intense. That's one thing that's fun about using the water brushes, is that you can you know, use the water that's in your brush already and just make it as light as possible. So pretty. That green, oh, slays me every time. I'm gonna do the how do you say it? Phthalo green, phthalo green. I don't know. However you say it, it's a pretty green. And this one's pretty dark, so beware of that. But oh my gosh, super, super intense. See, I don't think I shook that one up as much, but we're gonna, oh yeah. See, the darker colors are super, super, super intense, but look at that right there. I mean, come on. I'm gonna keep playing with this one. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Like, look how intense that is. I mean, use that on a mermaid painting. Oh, the sea. Look at that. This is like dreamy. And so you can look, like when I use my water brush and I squirt out some water on here, you can just keep playing with them and move that around. We'll go with ultramarine blue next. I'm gonna have to get another piece of paper. And y'all, when you do these types of like scrap pages, don't throw them away. Use them in other artwork. You can always scrapbook with these mixed media, not scrapbook, mixed media junk journal. If you're a Bible journaler, you can use them for tabs and tags and cut letters out. Look at that blue. Come on, people. Look at that blue. It's so pretty. That blue is amazing. Okay. We'll go with the lake blue next. I really like the lake blue. It's got like a kind of a turquoise type hue to it. Look at this. Look at that. It is... Ugh. Does everybody get as excited about color as I do, like, in shimmer and glitter? And my goodness gracious. Okay, let's go with the violet next. And I'll show you like how they mix well, because someone has asked me that too. Like, are they good? Do they mix well? Can you mix colors? Look at my hands. I'm like, my bottles are a mess. I have not cleaned them up since I've used them. So I'll just tell you that I'm a mess. It's not anybody else's fault but my own. But yes, the colors do mix well, and I will show you that. Now look, it looks really dark, but once you bring it out, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that purple. I mean... that is some vibrant color right there. I could just sit here and just do that all day long. I'm like, I've got to pace myself here. Let's do, I guess we'll go on and do, I have crimson. Yeah, we'll do crimson. Well, no. Let's do pink. Let's do the magenta. This is the medium magenta. And it's actually, if you know me, love pink. Lucy. Anything pink is my favorite. But magenta is my favorite color in the whole world. The most vibrant pinks are my favorite. And so this is the magenta. Take a look. It is just gorgeous. Okay. Then we'll go with the regular pink. Let me sloop this up here a little bit so you can see what's going on. This is a regular pink. It has kind of got like a little bit of an orange tint to it, but you can play around with it. This is the pink. Look at that, y'all. I keep saying look at that because I just get so excited about it. It's so pretty. I'm like, look at it, look at it, look at it. Okay, then we will go with the cadmium red. There's only 4 more to go, y'all, after the, well, 3 more after this one. And then I'll show you a little bit about blending them and doing different things with them. This one is the cadmium red. Okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I keep saying, look, look, look. It's so pretty, it's so pretty. Yes, I have used them. This one is the crimson. I've used them in all different ways. I tend to, like, if I'm working on a project and I'm like, it needs a little bit of something, I'll add some of this to it just to give it, like I've said before, like a little razzle dazzle. Oh, look at the crimson. The crimson is so pretty. Actually, they're also pretty, are they not? Like, oh, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Look at that red right there. Like that crimson. Like these two together. Oh my gosh. So gorge. Okay. Then we have 2 more left, and these are the neutral gray and the raw umber. I think the 2 that I use actually the most are probably the gold and this gray, because this is like the silver in the batch. And I use it for highlighting things a lot. Let's stick these down here. Make sure I'm in the frame here. I think I saw some red in my brush. I do. But look, like just how that, just the shimmer of that just can add so much to something you're working on. It's just, the one thing I like about the neutral gray is that it tends to be a little bit more translucent than the rest of them. And so you can put it on top of another color and it not really change it too much. It just adds some shimmer. But the thing that is so amazing about these is that the shimmer is like for real glitter. It's not barely there. It's intense glitter. So if you like glitter, you're going to love these. And this one is the Raw Umber. And it has a little bit of like a kind of like, I guess, a mahogany type hue to it. So that's all 14 shades of the Brea Reese Glitter Inks. All 14 right there for you to see. Now, I guess I will do like just to show you what you can do with them as far as, I'm gonna get a little piece of watercolor paper for this one. Just to show you about mixing them and how you can blend them, and one of my favorite things ever to do with them. And this will show you how that they do blend. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, like you do like a saturated paper watercoloring. I'm just going to squeeze. Well, I'm almost out of water with this brush. Let me change ideas. Let me just get a regular brush. I'm going to get this brush right here. I'm just going to use a regular brush for this one. So I'm going to water down my page. I'm just going to do like, we'll just do a circle. Make sure that spot is good and saturated. Okay. You can hear my husband barking in the background. Okay, I'm going to use my favorite magenta. And y'all, this is so fun. Watch it. And they just burst. Is that not so pretty? So you could do like, use this as a background on stuff and just like a little, I did a page and I did them like this, and then I took and drew flowers, made flowers out of them. So there's that. I'm going to put a little bit more water on here. I'm going to put some purple. And I made that one like extra, I put a lot of water on that one, so we'll see what happens with it. That's what's so fun about playing around, because you never know what's going to happen. Look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. Now, I'm going to take regular water. I'm just going to play with the colors and just bring them in with each other. This watercolor paper is a little bit different than the one I was using, so they're not blending as well as I like. Get this pink back out here. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen me do some of the like hyperlapse videos where I'm blending stuff and I let the colors do fun things. Like this paper's like going crazy wet. But like, look at that. Look at that shade I just created using the magenta, the medium magenta, and the violet. So you can blend them and turn them into other colors. Y'all, this is like just a total scrap piece of paper. I'm just messing around with them just to show you how fun they are to work with. And like, remember the little inkwell I told you about? Just dot it in there like that. And it will go a long way, I promise that. Let me get a little brush. out of all my 1,500 brushes over here. And bring this page back, because a lot of people are really into calligraphy and the whole you know, different writing and stuff. Now see, I want you to see in here, you see the shimmer? Okay, so we will write hello. Can you see how pretty? Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. Love it. So there you go, guys. For those that have been asking about the colors and what you can do with them, you can do them just like regular watercolors. You can use them in so many different ways. If you Bible journal, I will be doing another video later on about how to use them in your Bible. So thanks, guys, for hanging out with me. And if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below, and I will be sure to answer them as soon as I possibly can. And I'll link you to my Instagram if you want to follow along with my other adventures in art and Bible journaling and such. Okay? Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.